Ariel Helwani in Chicago for UFC on Fox 2 alongside Michael Bisping, Joey the Mexicutioner Beltran, Phil Davis, Yoon Ulaf, Ainamo, Damian Maia, and look who we have run into, the WWE champion, Mr. CM Punk.
Yeah, it's weird you running into me like this in my house.
He's the middleweight champion. He's the people champion. He's never been submitted. He's never lost a fight. Wrong.
What you got to say, Ariel? What the hell you got to say? What kind? Let me ask you some questions.
Please.
Why the hell are you wearing those ugly ass shoes with this shoe?
I think that's why we get into an octagon or a cage and fight, because we're alpha males. And if you had low levels of testosterone, you'd probably be walking around with a purse and a handbag and wearing a dress.
You are, and all the other guys that were standing here today are terrified of the internet. I'm not. I'm not afraid of the internet.
Do you not like me?
Huh?
I'm a sensitive guy.
Nah, I don't like Ariel.
Why?
Man, you have never got nothing nice to say about me.
But I've never failed a drug test because I don't stick needles in my ass.
That hurt, Rashad. I have a lot of respect for you, and it hurt for me. I felt it.
Sorry, Ariel.
Yeah, man. Can we hug? All right.
He thinks he can beat me. I think I can beat him. He wants to fight me. I want to fight him. Well, we can do that. We got a forum for that. The People's Forum. The Octagon.
So we'll see. You know, when the camera comes out and Bert make that call, all right, baby, time to roll. And then he calling and he don't see no Phil Davis, then you know the pressure got to him.
If Kenny Rice could tell the truth one time, if Kenny Rice could pretend to be a journalist, pretend to get a fact right.
You upset a lot of people when you announced this or when it was reported.
When I announced what? That Kenny Rice is a liar and has 5 people that watch his show, 6 including you.
Did you feel at all a little nervous in the hours leading up to the fight?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I threw up before the fight in the backstage, so.
And I've never lost a round of fighting in my life, let alone the UFC. I've never lost anywhere. I fought 48 men. I've never lost a round. Never had a round go against me. And I had 2 different judges. Tonight, I can't say that anymore.
Ariel Helwani at UFC 143 in Las Vegas alongside Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz, Josh Koscheck, Henan Barao, Matt Brown, Alex Caceres, Roy Big Country Nelson, Steven Wonderboy Thompson, Ed Herman, Dustin Poirier, very happy Matt Riddle, Vi Cavallo, Fabricio Verdum. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just checking out the shoes, you know.
You don't dig them?
I don't know if it goes with your outfit, but, you know.
Blue and blue.
Yeah, all right, if you say so.
In there. What did they do to you? What was that? What did it say when they did that to you? I'm gonna knock him out, tap him out. But it was actually, I'm gonna knock him out, tap him out. It wasn't like, you know, I'm gonna knock him out or tap him out. It was like, you know, they chopped it and they made him say what they wanted him to say, and they did that to me too. And that's really big. That's all people hear is me talking like, oh, I'm gonna come out on top, like I'm overly confident, or, you know, I'm talking that confidence or whatever. And I'm like, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. You don't need to make me do that, you know.
What was he saying to you during the fight?
You know, he was telling me to fight a couple times. You know, told me my nose was bleeding, asked me why my nose was bleeding, and, you know, I don't know. My nose was bleeding before I even went out there. I had a, you know, I don't know.
Picking it too much, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I actually had a cold.
Who'd you score it for?
I had it scored for Condit. I had it 3-2 Condit. I gave the first 2 rounds to Nick Diaz, and I gave the last 3 rounds to Condit.
I had no motivation to fight Mike Pierce, to be honest with you. It was a tough fight to get up for, you know, as he doesn't have a big name. He doesn't really do much for me in terms of winning, you know, obviously, you know, collect a check. But, you know, I felt like I probably fought at 25–30% tonight.
It was a great fight, back and forth, blood, brawl, stitches, broken hand. I love it. I love this. I can't. It's amazing.
Ariel Helwani in Tokyo for UFC 144 alongside Takanori Gomi, Yoshihiro Akiyama, Benson Henderson, Hatsuhioki, Tim Boach, Anthony Pettis, Kid Yamamoto, Ryan Bader, Mark Hunt. You have never in my life have I seen someone who looked this sexy. You see the new commercial that just came out when you guys are all the cartoon characters?
Yeah, doing a little dance. Yeah,
you got some swag there. The backwards hat.
That's dope. I can get down with that.
Okay. What? First time I ever played. Shut this down. Shut this down.
Hey, that's cheating. That was cheating. I wasn't even back yet. It's on
hey,
now.
You played
it's
without
on
me.
now, everyone. It's on, boy. It's on.
I just scored the toughest assignment of the day. I am here with guest Octagon girl Azusa.
Thank you so much.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. I'm excited tomorrow.
Good luck. Be a good mentor.
Stop trying to make our new girl feel awkward.
Hi. Do you want to do? Hi. American TV. I'm very famous in America. Very, very famous. You heard of Ben Folks?
I don't know, Ben Folks.
You and the rest of the world, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Another person laughs at Ben Folks' name.
I'm not hanging out with you for a whole. I can't take you for a whole day.
Where are you staying? Maybe I'll come hang out.
I'm not telling you where I'm staying on camera right now.
Oh, okay.
I can't take you for a whole day.
Of course, if someone's a casual fan, they may know you as the guy who submitted Anderson Silva with the greatest submission in the history of the sport.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or do you wish people would stop talking about it?
Everybody.
You're over it?
Everybody.
If you fought him today,
just one fight.
But if you fought him today, do you think you could do the same thing again? If you fought him again today, Anderson, do you think you could submit him with the same kind of submission, spectacular submission?
Today?
Yeah, today.
Today?
Yeah.
Anderson Silva?
Anderson Silva, yeah.
Me fight?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Oh, look at the whole etiquette is very interesting. Oh, here we go. Look, this is fascinating. It's fascinating. So it actually is like a real auction where everyone's talking. It kind of reminds me of the New York Stock Exchange, where there's just a lot of commotion. Oh, look, he's bidding. I tell you, they're very animated for this hour. Oh, it looks like someone bought one. And I think they paint it when it's been bought, right? They paint it. Who do you think won the fight?
Again, I'm not a judge, and my opinion doesn't matter, but I had it even going into that last round, and I gave the last round to Frankie.
Were you 100% confident that you had won the fight before they had announced the scorecards?
I was, yeah. I was pretty confident that the fight was mine, that I had done enough to earn the W. But, you know, again, everyone's entitled to their opinions. The more controversy, the better. You know, so all you guys on Monday morning at the water cooler, talk about the UFC, talk about UFC 144 and get talking about it and stuff. That's cool.
How are you going to celebrate this big win? A little KFC?
No, I'm going to...
That was quick.
I'm glad I still came and put on a show for the Japanese fans. I just felt like with the weight cut and stuff like that, I just felt like I couldn't put on the goodest show as I wanted to. Like as soon as I got hurt my knee in camp, that's when I was like, oh, I just want to put on a show. I just want to put on a show. You know, so I didn't want to tell the fans that, you know, say I'm, you know, try to, you know, knock Vader out. I just wanted to put on a great show.
Ariel Helwani post-fight at UFC on Fox alongside Nate Diaz, Alan Belcher, Dennis Bermudez, John Dotson, Johnny Hendricks, Luis Gaudino, Roland Delorme.
I still didn't know what was going to happen, you know, but once I got in there and I felt everything, I'm like, man, this, you know, I was totally psyching myself up for, you know, like I said, I respect him a lot. Amazing grappler. But, you know, I just now showed myself what kind of level I'm at in MMA. So, you know, that's why I'm happy.
So when did you change your mind?
I still want to fight lightweight. I want to go from 125, 35, 45, and 55. If I can be a four-of-a-kind king, I would love to do it.
I need the money, man. I need the money, so give it to me, please.
And what about the water? Your coach
My water got cut off the other week, so I need the money to put it back on. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that? In your house?
Yeah, I got cut off. They cut
what happened?
I didn't pay the bill.
Who's next?
Whoever they put me against, you know. I mean, hopefully it's somebody that doesn't have a good chin. Not a wrestler.
How deep into the gutter is your mind?
What kind of a loaded question is that? What do you want me to say? Yes, my mind's completely in the gutter. I'm picturing you naked right now.
Wow. All right, Nate. Well, thank you very much for the time. I'll do the handshake better this time. A lot of people were giving me hate for doing the left-handed one yesterday, so I screwed that one up. That's kind of my thing. Now we're good. All right. Inside, like we do it on the East Coast. East Coast, West Coast.
This is Southern Cal. We're from Northern Cal.
So upside.
No.
No, okay. Boom. No. Boom. Okay, one more time. Boom. Okay, sorry. Let's try one more time. Boom. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm doing the East Coast meets West Coast. You know what I'm saying? East Coast. Okay, no knuckle. There you go. Nate Diaz. Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas alongside the UFC rookie Antonio Bigfoot Silva, Cain Velasquez, Dave Herman, Glover Teixeira, Dan Hardy, the Sassangle himself, Paul Sass, Stipe Miocic, Stefan Struve, the UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos.
Anybody out there who has Meniere's disease and has dealt with this knows, you know, what it's like, and it sucks. It's the last thing on earth I, you know, wanted to deal with all the other we've got going on, but it is what it is.
By the way, are you Pee-wee or Sasquatch now that you got rid of the hair?
I was thinking about being Dave Bigger Country Herman.
Okay. Although he probably weighs more than you.
Yeah, I didn't say it was true. Okay. It's just a name. But I've actually been taking a very important jiu-jitsu principle and applying it to my training.
Which is?
You're doing too much, do less.
Okay.
That's what I said when I say he's not a man. In Brazil, means that, you know, when the guy gives up, he's not a man.
You called him a fart face.
Yeah, what do you mean?
That's rough.
How is that rough? But I mean, truth be told, I think I'm going to beat Mayhem.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe you're going to retire.
Believe it, bro. Yeah, if you're right. I'm not going to retire because I'm not going to lose.
And we are being joined by one of the finalists, Michael Chiesa, who won on Friday night and is now, it feels like, eating normal food for the first time, if we can call this normal. You've got yogurt, bacon, fake eggs, some other stuff. How exciting is this for you right now?
This is very exciting. I'm sorry if my manners aren't here. I just came from a house of 16 men, and manners kind of left the door for 3 months. So excuse me.
TRT has become a very hot topic in MMA. Do you feel as though, sorry?
It has.
It has. Well, what's your take on it? Do you feel as though this is a slippery slope here?
Right now, because of the way it is, there's no clear going back and forth. Honestly, I'm trying to stay away from it.
You know, I told my close friends and, you know, all my brothers and my girl and everyone that, man, this is it. But, man, I felt good out there, so it's hard. I was torn. That's why, man, I cried after this. I cried like a baby again. I always do this, but like, it'll be hard to say goodbye to this sport.
Yeah, he definitely crossed the line. I never saw him do that to any other opponents, and he just want to pick on me and, you know, whatever, man. Got what he deserved, and, you know, hopefully he retires and he's done in the UFC. Hopefully Dana White kicks him to the curb.
The pressure, to be honest, was off tonight, knowing that, you know, I've kind of got this other shot that I maybe shouldn't have got. I was on borrowed time, and you know, what will be will be. You know, nobody expected anything on me because obviously I've had such a bad streak recently. So I'm a big fan of your beard. But we got another big fan of your beard right over there. This man, I don't know if you know him. I like the hair too. This is Michael Chiesa of The Ultimate Fighter. He wants to ask you a question about your beard.
I need some pointers. How do I get this thing going? You got some special things to really bring out the fluff?
You still got to trim it. You still got to trim it. The worst is right here, when you get the food in the mouth. But you still got to trim it a little bit because you still got to get the split ends off the hair to keep it growing.
I was destined to do something great, and I feel like I was put on this planet to fight, and I was given this gift. Like, who would I be not to share it with the world?
It's a bloodied Cain Velasquez. Are you a fan of blood? Do you like being covered and showered in blood?
It doesn't bother me, you know. My wife, I know she was cringing at that scene, you know, towards the end, but it doesn't bother me at all.
Ariel Helwani at UFC 148 alongside Chael P. Sonnen, Mike Easton, Melvin Gillard, Chad Mendez, and Kung Lee.
I've got more ammunition than you could shake a stick at. He loves to say that I broke laws, and he's very true, but there's a lot of laws out there. They're kind of hard to keep track of. There's only 10 commandments, and if he'd like to meet me and have a meeting about morality, I'll go toe-to-toe with him anytime.
I just need some glasses.
Yeah, you need the hipster sans lens, though.
Is that what it is?
I don't think you can rock that look, no offense.
You know, I shouldn't rock any look, you know.
Sensei Seagal, I don't think he's done that much for the sport.
Are you kidding?
For MMA.
A little disrespectful. Are we able to talk to you, or do you not want to talk to us because you keep moving around?
Depends
on what?
Questions.
What do you mean? I thought you loved talking to us.
Depends on your questions. If you got good questions, I'll talk.
You mentioned on the show when you were on with us that you have taught him something that we've never seen before.
About 2 or 3 things.
Two or three? Can you give us a hint, at least one?
I really don't want to do. I don't want to tip it because.
Even if you say it, how would people even know how to defend it? Will you be in his corner?
I won't be on the ring. I'll be back with the communication to the corner.
How do you do that?
Through Ed.
Can they hear you? Because it'll be so loud in there.
And deliver messages to the corner from me, because I can't be in the corner because I don't want to be in the corner.
You ran out of the cage. Who brought you back after the fight?
I was actually coming back anyway to be respectful towards Tito. I just forget sometimes. I get, emotional guy. I was frustrated with myself. But when I crossed, Dana White was yelling at me to get the F back in the cage.
Finishing Cody with the liver shot it feels awesome, man.
This is the big sport in the world. UFC is have too much working for the people watching in the world. The Chinese people, Korean people, English people, Brazilian people. Me and Chael and all the fights, I need to work together for this sport in the top in the world. That's it. I'm happy. I'm finished my working. I'm back to my family. That's it. Finish.
Would you like to break down perhaps the Melvin Gillard fight or the Dong Young Kim fight or perhaps, I don't know, the Patrick Cote fight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's better analysis than we get from Ben Fowlkes on these things. Ariel Helwani in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, alongside Uriah Faber, Brian Ebersol, Ryan Jimmo, Henan Baron, Antonio Carvalho, Tim Boach. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. The Canadian pro wrestling legend himself, Bret the Hitman Hart. And Uriah, it's good to see you again with a shirt this time. I think that is a little more apropos, a little more comfortable for me at least.
Yeah, I know how you feel about guys with their shirts off.
Oh, wow. There it is. Do a little commentary. Whoa. Notice the feet. Wow. That was impressive. Good luck to you, Uriah. Always a pleasure.
Get some germs on you.
Okay.
Let's go. Ha.
Right.
Keeping him out.
Thanks, Uriah.
Oh, well, here I am.
There you are. Eventful day for you, right? I heard that you met with the young girl that you saved last month, and you were here in your hometown. You walk out with Bret the Hitman Hart. I mean, so much going on. Can you put into words what all this means?
My God, I have never felt so much support in my life than I have today.
Did you hear that? I've never in my wildest dreams that I ever believed that I would have that kind of ovation for me in anything, and I don't know, I always told myself that I probably would never beat that one moment where I beat my hero Minasato in Japan that one night, but I don't know, this might have topped it.
I don't even remember what happened. It was more like I blacked out. It was like Talladega Nights and Will Ferrell. I'm like, what happened out there? I don't know what happened. And
Ariel Helwani in Los Angeles for UFC on Fox 4 alongside Brandon The Truth Vera, Jamie Varner, Mike Quick Swick, Mauricio Shogun Hua, Leono Machida, Nam Fran.
Dude, this is so different than fighting in a bar.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I could get down with this. I could do this for a living.
I think you and I talked about it. That moment of clarity was when Elliot Marshall broke my arm. Right when he had me in the arm barn. I was debating whether or not we were going to let it go and continue with our career, or tap and find something else to do.
Actually, he really hates me, so I didn't shock me. That's him. That's who he is, and I just wish that if it does burn down, that I'm not in it.
Exactly what I said. I looked at the camera and said, I want Stevens to go. You next.
Now, do you think he will respond?
No, you're the other freaking actor. That's why.
Experiencing that crowd, man, that was what shocked me the most. In the locker room, I felt just like I was back at work, But when you walk out in front of that crowd, and the lights are on you in the octagon, it's a different animal.
By the way, why don't you like Tyson Griffin?
He talks a lot of trash. He doesn't have no manners. You know what I mean? He doesn't have no respect. But whatever, fuck that fool.
Nice moment where you hugged prior to the third round. Why'd you do that?
During the, before weigh-ins, we were in line beside each other, we were joking, we were talking, and, we touched gloves, we were talking during the fight, he kicked my leg out, and I'm like, oh, I like that, it was just, we were having a good time. It was a fun fight.
Do you think they'll give you John Jones next, considering that's pretty damn impressive?
Very impressive fight, but I don't know. Dana White is the boss. He decides.
Ariel Helwani in Denver for UFC 150 alongside Frankie The Answer Edgar, Melvin Gillard, Benson Smooth Henderson, Nick the Carney Lentz, Eric Perez, Max Holloway, Yushin Okami, Dennis Bermudez. When are you going down to I'm just joking. How annoyed. I feel like every time you want to kill someone when you even up to this fight, they keep asking you.
I know, it's crazy. The fight's only 3-4 days away, and I'm getting that question. But
fighter think he could have won if he didn't do this. Oh, breaking news, fighter thinks he feels the best he's ever felt before. Like, duh. Oh, breaking news. fighter is more confident and thinks he can beat the champion. Of course you think he can beat the champion. Duh.
I think when the first time falls to the mat, I think this is the finish. And Kenston get up a little bit and go and finish it. I don't know. I think it's too many stuff in my head and my heart. I don't know.
This is so unbelievable, man. I mean, like I said, when I was just walking out, just wanted to stop and just can we just wait a minute? Can I just enjoy this for a little bit longer, you know? And then of course, then when you put my hand up, and then you could just feel the pulse of everyone, and it was words can't even describe it.
Greatest moment of your career?
Absolutely greatest moment. Yeah, I mean, and usually I'm scared back there, like, man, I don't want to go out there. Not scared like that, but you know. But tonight I was, you know, I'm here. Let's go have fun. I'm excited.
Not afraid of it, and I think that's a lot of fighters' problem. I mean, they come out and they're afraid to get hit. Go ahead, hit me. Why do you think I have this beard right now? I don't care what I look like when I get out of the ring. You know, that's what I symbolize this. Obviously, if I look like a monster going in, go ahead, mutilate my face. I don't care. I'm gonna win.
Ariel Helwani, UFC 150 in Denver, here with UFC President Dana White.
Okay. Alistair Overeem, will he fight Junior Dos Santos next?
No.
Cain Velasquez, will he fight Junior Dos Santos next?
Yes.
Will it happen this year?
Yes.
Will Rory McDonald versus BJ Penn happen on Fox?
I don't know.
Will that fight happen?
Yes.
Will that fight, if it happens on Fox, not be the main event?
It will not be the main event.
Do you know what will be the main event for the next Fox show?
Yes.
What will be the main event for the next Fox show?
I'll tell you when it's announced.
Jeez. We were building on something there.
That was good. No, I like that whole lead-in. That was awesome.
Okay. Ariel Helwani in Toronto for UFC 152 alongside the UFC light heavyweight champion Johnny Bones Jones. Jiu-Jitsu alongside Joe B1 Kenobi alongside potentially the George Washington of the flyweights, Mr. Joseph Benavidez himself. The young dinosaur, the old lion, the phenom himself, Vitor Belfort. Ariel Helwani in Toronto. Wow. The leading candidate for MMA Broadcaster of the Year, Brian Stan. The reigning and defending M1 Global Light Heavyweight Champion, Vinny Magalhaes.
Yo, what's up? This is the Batman Beast, Marcus Brimage, and I'm here for MMAfighting.com interviewing the sexy Ariel Helwani.
I'm going to say, Dana, you know, I'm just going to tell him that I forgive him.
Come on, the Chris Weidman love is getting a little over the top.
What are you talking about?
Come on, there's definitely, I think you have an erection for Chris Weidman.
Wow. Do you think John Jones is a diva?
No, I don't think he's a diva. I just think I am not.
Now, I want you to hit the button.
Okay.
And then look at me. Yeah.
What?
Now, what is my power level?
This 5, really? Is it heavy?
It is heavy.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Let me get on my tippy toes.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes, I think that's enough. Greg Jackson, as he sees John Jones walk by him with... There he is.
Beyonce was the greatest of all time. Beyonce.
John's out of his mind.
Yeah. Will you be disappointed if your next fight isn't for the UFC middleweight title?
Yes and no. I love what I do. I love being a part of the UFC, and a fighter is who I am. That's what I was telling myself before the fight. This is what I do. This is who I am. Staring at myself in the mirror. This is what I do. And I will do this as long as there's air in my body. I'll do this for as long as I can.
Ariel Helwani in Rio de Janeiro alongside Eric Silva, Rick the Horror Story, Wagner Prado, Diego Brandao, Cristiano Marcelo, Damian Maia, Tony Jason, Chris Camozzi. Hey, how are you, Anderson? Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm sorry.
There's a lot going on here, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's Saturday. It's two big guys inside the octagon. It's the big fight.
I mean, it's everything I ever asked for.
And more, really.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't get names don't get bigger than Anderson Silva.
In Brazil.
Really? And I don't think I've seen a fighter with more Twitter followers than Anderson Silva. Really? 2.5 million.
I am going to try to prove a point. I think I'm going to go for a second round submission.
Okay.
Yeah.
In less than 1 month's time, I'm going to be locked in the cage with Anderson Silva. I got to get in some shape and work my ass off. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Chest hair?
The chest hair is gone.
Yeah. He has said a lot about jiu-jitsu, how it doesn't work. Obviously, you're very well known for your BJJ, and he also said that he's going to submit you in the second round. What do you make of these comments from him?
I mean, you know, he talks too much.
I'm ecstatic. I mean, the only thing that would be better is if my family was actually here with me, but
I'm super happy right now. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of crap I've been through last year and a half, and this kind of takes the pain away from a lot of it.
Finally, is John Fitch back? The guy who fought for the title, made it 5 rounds with GSP. Is that guy back?
I think we have a better John Fitch.
Yesterday, John Jones said that he's now considering fighting Chael. Has he told you this?
That John Jones said he's considering fighting Chael? No, he didn't tell me that, but good.
Is there a chance Chael doesn't fight Forrest and fights him instead next?
I mean, anything's possible, but, right now Chael's fighting Forrest.
Ariel Helwani in Montreal for UFC 154 alongside the UFC welterweight champion George St. Pierre. Filthy, Tom Lawler, Martin Kampmann, Ivan Menjivar, Patrick Cote, Johnny Hendricks, the UFC interim welterweight champion Carlos Condit.
I'm here for watching the fight. I'm big fan of George St. Pierre, and my plan is staying here for watching the fight, and for my next fight is the George, is the super fight, is the big show for UFC, is the big show for the fans, the UFC fans. That's it.
So now, is there anything you'd like to say? You're very quiet back there.
Tom will inflict a lot of pain on Saturday night.
What a faction this is, the Sumo Suave.
They're not so suave, I must say. That was not so suave.
What's the one thing GSP would like to do?
Would like to do? Going back in time. If I would have a time machine, that's the thing I would like to do.
Which era?
Cretaceous era. See the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So like Jurassic Park?
Absolutely. That would be my dream.
Do you want to fight Dan Hardy?
Yes, I want to fight you, Dan Hardy. I saw you earlier in the hotel at the Sheraton. We bumped shoulders, whatever. I smile. I'm a nice guy. You're a nice guy. I still want to fight you. Nothing personal. You got a big name. You got a red mohawk. I want it. I want what you got. So I'm coming after you. Joe Silva, give me the fight. I don't care when, where. If you want me to beat somebody else up before that, fine, whatever. I want that fight with Dan Hardy. Please give me the fight with Dan Hardy. Don't make me beg. Don't make me run my mouth. I'm asking nicely. Give me the fight with Dan Hardy. Thank you.
No constipation this time, right?
No, I try to do everything, and my God, diet is so hard sometimes. Yeah. But now I feel so good, and it's a good fight. Thank you.
How many times do you think he hit you in the back of the head?
Actually, I saw on the big screen that was maybe 7 or 8, like that. But you know what? This thing is going very fast in the octagon. It's going very, very fast, and I don't think Sakara did that on purpose. That wasn't the action. He saw that I was maybe in trouble, tried to finish the fight. Hey, like I said, if you want a rematch, I'll take it.
Mark Hominick is a hero of mine. Been watching him since his WEC days, and he's a phenomenal striker. He's a striker that I try to implement my striking game like, and for me to fight my hero, a guy that I look up to, it's a dream come true.
How nervous are you that if GSP wins, you won't get the title shot?
Oh, I'm not. You know what I mean? I guess he's got to worry about some 170-pounders, you know what I'm saying, before he can go up. He hasn't faced anybody like me. If he wins tonight, he hasn't faced anybody really like me. A strong wrestler, a one-hit guy, if he really wants to be. And nobody's seen my jiu-jitsu yet, so don't count that out.
Ariel Helwani in Seattle for UFC on Fox 5 alongside BJ Penn, Nathan Diaz, the UFC lightweight champion Benson Henderson, Abel Trujillo, Darren Cruikshank, Alex the Mauler Gustafsson, Eve Edwards, the very first UFC women's champion Ronda Rousey.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I want to see what goes down on Saturday night.
Kind of a funny story was he was actually the first fighter that I really looked up to on the Ultimate Fighter 1. I wrote him a message on MySpace.
Really?
Yeah, and I was real pissed because he never replied to my message. And I was like, he's an asshole.
Wow. So you're gonna use that frustration and aggression.
Motivation. That's my whole motivation for this camp. I didn't get a reply on MySpace.
What did you say in the message?
I don't know. Something like I love you.
There's no doubt. For people to say, oh, this is the Ronda Rousey. Fucking right, it is. You're absolutely right. I'm not trying to shy away from that and say, oh no, we're getting into women's. This is the Ronda Rousey show. So what do you do? What do you guys do every day? Shut your face and mind your business. It's a friggin' comedy. It's a joke. It wasn't to belittle anybody or demean anybody. And there's so many pussies in this country now. It makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, everybody, no matter what you do, somebody's got something to say about it or has to fucking cry about it or some bullshit. Shut up. You go do what you do, and I'll do what I do.
Will he be here on Saturday night?
Yeah, he's here right now. Have you seen him?
I have not.
Me neither.
Hopefully someone will find him soon.
Liz was the only one that was like, me, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Put me in there. And I'm like, you know what? I like you. After I beat your ass, we can be friends.
You know, my mindset, you know, it's just focused on hurting him, destroying him, and getting the job done.
I mean, I do have some pretty wild dreams, but
I heard some of them on the Jim Rome show, by the way.
those weren't dreams. That's reality, man.
Oh, okay. The other people's.
Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for you to say something awkward, Ariel. There you go.
At the end of the round, he got hit with a really hard one. Props to Ben Henderson. Popped him with a left hand, I think. And Nate said it felt like the whole fist went directly into his eye socket and then popped back out.
Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 155 alongside the UFC heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos, Alan the Talent Belcher, Eddie Weiland, Jamie Varner, Todd Duffy, John Moraga, Miles Jury, Derek Brunson, man who defeated Nick the Tooth just a couple of weeks ago.
I texted the person and said, hey, you know, it's not cool. You should have let me know first if it was okay with me to do that. You know, it just makes me seem like I'm, you know, just crying about what happened before that fight when, you know, it's just not me. So.
Yeah, I don't know. People are saying that because the injury was the knee. I hit him in the head, you know. So that was really different. Doesn't matter if his knee was good or not, you know. If I punch him in the head again, you know, he's gonna go down again.
That was the biggest win of your career, right?
Absolutely. Nick the Tooth is a world champion.
Wow.
And I took it to him.
But see, I wasn't that type of cheerleader. I was more of like gymnast. I'm good at gymnastics. I can do flips and just like tossing girls in the air. That's where I got my strength from just like controlling girls in the air. You know, it give you really good core strength and your chest get all big and you look all strong. You look like you're on steroids, but you don't have to take steroids just from cheerleading.
Eric, how do I look?
You look perfect.
I feel like I have Goito power running through my veins.
Yeah, you have power. You're the superhero, and now.
Don't get me wrong to be defensive, but I'm tired of hearing that. That's a joke to me. Like, I know how mentally strong I am. I know what I've been through to get here. At the end of the day, I'm a kid from Raleigh, Illinois, 351 people, and I got here on my own mostly. And that's the big thing about being at AK is I have a support system now.
Muchas gracias a todo México, no solo México, a todos los latinos por estarme apoyando. Es un honor para mí representar a todos ustedes y voy a seguir entrenando muy fuerte para todos ustedes para que siempre se lleven un buen sabor de boca en mis peleas.
Goito power in full effect. Thank you so much. Congratulations. It's an honor to wear this next to you. Thank you.
Honor for me, you wear the mask. Thank you.